And if you home rendered lard, it has a lactic acid that actually breaks down cholesterol. So it actually can be better for you. So it has that beautiful rusty color, very kind of crimson-y. Almost looks like when rusty, you know what I mean? So you take that, you take your beautiful skinless chicken breast, 6 to 12 hours, you marinate that, and then what you're gonna wanna do is put the salt and pepper now. Why is that important? Because when you put salt in a marinade, it extracts the moisture. That's why teriyaki glazes suck, because a lot of times the sodium will pull that out. So you only add your salt right before you're about to cook. Does that make sense? And you never oil the grill. You oil your product. Because what will end up happening is that if you add oil to this, it will become petroleum burn, it will become acrid. So you want to oil your product so that marinade already has oil. So all we simply need to do is add salt, right? And pepper.
Okay, so Aaron, you gave us a little demonstration here today. Sounds, I mean, can't wait to taste it.
Well, of course, you know, we're really blessed to be here for TCA and being able to sort of get everybody interested and excited about MasterChef Season 10, and then, of course, MasterChef Junior Season 7. And I want everyone to taste some of the reasons that I'm a judge on the show and back it up, man, and give a little insight to my flavors and a little bit of my cooking style. And that's really what I wanted to get accomplished here today.
And then question for both of you, how was it adding Aaron? Because, you know, we need the Latino flavor, so to speak. You know, so it's good to have a diversity, right?
Oh yeah, this is the first. Well, we've worked on one special together. I've just taken over as the executive producer. I'm really excited to work with him. It's really good fun. The flavors are great, and yeah, it's going to be good in season 10. But I think you're right. Yes, it's important to have that representation. To have you on the team.
Yeah, I think it's important that we're all not having the same narrative when it comes to our viewpoint with food. That way we're really touching upon all different layers of food. It is so personal and it is so special to people. So we really want to make sure that Joe, Gordon, and myself can cover all those bases. And with all of our experience, you know, I think we usually do a great job doing that.
Yeah, and I'm keen on this series to see more of that.
Yep.
More of them, more of their personality, more of that interaction. So it's going to be good.
Okay, asking selfishly, how do you make a so-so cook into a great cook? Is it just practice, or?
Well, I think you have to be exposed to different flavors, and I tell people all the time, go to travel and go into a little town and ask everybody who lives there who the best cook is. And usually there's a consensus about that, and then go and engage that person and say, hey man, do you mind if I spend the afternoon with you and learn this recipe that you've been making for 40 years of your life or whatever it is. You know, I think that's how you really become, you know, something special that stands out.
Okay, and then let me ask you also, my mom is a great cook, and everyone loves her beans, they're famous, but she uses lard.
Of course.
So is there an alternative? I mean...
No.
Lard.
And if you were to ask Gordon the same question about a beloved dish that he grew up with, there's no substitute for the real deal.
No substitute for lard.
Yeah, I mean, lard is a pretty big part.
Isn't lard back in fashion now?
Yes, it is.
Is it really?
Fat's in now.
Yeah. And, you know, my mom wrote an article for the LA Times called Praise the Lard. And if you home rendered lard, it has a lactic acid that actually breaks down cholesterol. So it actually can be better for you if it's done.
It's the in thing.
It's the in thing.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So tell
I feel
Mama
better
that.
now.
You can eat as much of it as you want.
Yeah, exactly.